So one of you guys have asked, what's the difference between the iPhone 15 compared to the iPhone 17 Pro? That right there gave me an idea to create this video to give you guys a deep dive in the difference between the two. And literally it's been, I believe, a week now, and I'm ready to talk about it. What's up everybody, my name is Elijah and I talk about tech and all things tech. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and also leave a like. And also, if you do dislike, hit that dislike button because all feedback is good feedback. So let's go ahead and get straight into this video, give you guys a deep dive between the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 17 Pro. So first thing first, let's go ahead and talk about the design. So with design, the big difference is the back, right? So the back of the camera, the back of the iPhones look totally different. It looks like two different phones. So with the camera placements, of course, the iPhone 17 Pro is placed on the very top of the camera. So it covers literally the whole top of the camera, where you have your 3 lens and also you have your flashlight and so on. Whereas with the iPhone 15, it looks just like any other iPhone with it sitting right on the top left corner. With this, it's totally different. It shows that you literally have a new phone. It looks like you have a new phone. Both phones have aluminum. The iPhone 17 Pro is a forged aluminum uni body, replacing the titanium that Pros usually do have. While the iPhone 15 has the aluminum frame with the color infused glass back. So both of them have the aluminum feel, but in my opinion, and this might be a hot take, the iPhone 15 feels more durable compared to the iPhone 17. I don't know what it is. I know people have already seen the videos out already about the iPhone 17 Pro and how durable it is. So let's go ahead and get straight into the specs of things. With the iPhone 15, it was launched with the iOS 17, now upgradable to iPhone 19 and iOS 26 if you want to go into beta. But with the iPhone 17 Pro, it ships with the new iOS 26. And with the iPhone 15, you do still have the standard AirDrop, handoff, universal clipboard, and Find My iPhone. But with the iPhone 17 Pro, this also has that, but as the spatial handoff, the live display extension to Vision Pro, and improved multi-device camera sync. And with the iPhone 15, you still have the regular Face ID, but the iPhone 17 Pro has the faster True Depth Gen 3 better low light Face ID. So for example, you can use your Face ID in low light. So they, I guess, amplified the Face ID, but to me personally, Face ID is Face ID. I don't really see the difference, but okay. But let's go ahead and just tone it back to the iOS 26 and more so the operating systems between the two. Yes, we got the new iOS 26 and I'll create a whole video about that, upgrading it with a phone that doesn't have Apple Intelligence, and this was the phone. And now that I have iPhone 17 Pro and I can fully use iOS 26 because the iOS 26 is basically made for the phones who have Apple Intelligence. And I'm here to say, if you have this phone and you're going to use this for the iOS 26, at this point, don't even think that iOS 26 is going to enhance your experience with the older phones that does not have Apple Intelligence, because it would not. With the phones that do have Apple Intelligence, it enhances my experience tremendously. Siri is more, she feels better. I don't know what it is, but she just feels a whole lot better with the Apple Intelligence. Of course, you can also integrate ChatGPT within your phone if you do have a ChatGPT service. And also with the iOS 26, you have the Gen emojis and you can create an image playground. Like, you can do a bunch of different things, right? The iPhone 15, you cannot do that. Like I said, it's not a day. But if you don't have the Apple Intelligence, the iOS 26, it just sucks. It just completely sucks. It doesn't make any sense. It slows down your whole entire phone because your phone cannot keep up with it. It's terrible, right? Because at the same time, it's going on to my next tangent, the Apple chip. Man, so the iPhone 17 Pro has the A19 chip. This one here has the A16, A17, I believe. If I am using an application that has live services, where what I mean by live, it continues to update live. And with the A16 chip, it's not able to keep up. It lags, it crashes the app, it's terrible. But with the iPhone 17 Pro with the A19 chip, it keeps up. You know, it never feels like I'm behind. It never feels like it's just gonna crash on me. It feels good, and the phone just feels a whole lot smoother with this processing chip. So yes, I fully back the A19 compared to the A16 chip. I know for some people it wouldn't make any sense, but I don't know. I guess for me it just makes since I use a lot of applications that use live services. And for the people who do game on their phone, it makes sense for the A19 chip. I'm a big advocate for it. I think it makes total sense if you're going to upgrade your phone and you're thinking about the A19 chip. I think it's totally freaking worth it, man. But let's go ahead and just get to the cameras. And I think this right here is a big talking point for some people, because my hot take is this: it feels the same. So let's talk about the rear dual setup for both cameras. So with the iPhone 15, you have a 48 megapixel with a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera that supports telephoto, has an optical zoom of 2 times in and 2 times out, so a 4 times optical zoom range, while the iPhone 17 Pro has a 48 megapixel fusion main, has a 48 megapixel fusion telephoto. You know, the rear side of things, it just, yes, it sounds better. I swear to you not, it sounds better. It definitely makes sense, definitely because off of the zoom. Like, I believe you can go up to like 48 times zoom, I believe, or like 8 times zoom. It's crazy, like how far you can actually go, you know, take a video, how far it would go. I mean, compared to the iPhone 15, it's crazy. But man, like I swear to you not, whenever like live tests, right? If I'm on 1 time zoom, I swear to you not, it's just, maybe it's just me, it looks the same. I know that with the iPhone 17 Pro, it kind of I guess configure the view of it, the contrast of it, and to make it more eye appealing on the go. With the iPhone 15, you can kind of do that yourself, but I don't know, that's what I got from it, because if I put 2 photos next to it, they both look good. So I mean, if you get in the phone for the photos, like I said, they both look good. But let's go ahead and talk about the front camera too. With the iPhone 15, you have a 12 megapixel front camera with autofocus, or in DR and photography features, while the iPhone 17 Pro has an 18 megapixel center stage front camera with features like tap to expand, auto framing, expanding the view when more people enter, and rotating sensors so framing can shift without turning the phone. So let's talk about that last point I made. So the front camera of iPhone 17 has a rotating sensor. So if you're on a call with somebody, or whatever the case can be, it would track you. It would track your whole entire body, track your face, whether you're moving left or right. It would just follow you the whole entire way. I made a FaceTime call with my friend today. He has an iPhone 15, and he was so confused on why the heck it was actually dragging me. He was actually very like appalled, not even appalled, but more so just like, what the heck is going on? It tracks your face as you're moving, as you're on a FaceTime call. But I believe that's only whenever if you're using the front camera. That is the big difference, in my opinion, between these two phones, is the front cameras. The front camera is phenomenal. It's very clear and it has more features, but the front camera is like, it's night and day for me personally. But now let's talk about the video capabilities between the iPhone 15 and iPhone 17 Pro. So the iPhone 15 can record up to 4K, up to 60 frames per second, and 1080p up to 240 frames per second. And that's usually in slow-mo. Supports HDR and double vision for video and whatnot, and also has cinematic mode and stabilization mode and all that good features. But the iPhone 17 Pro can record up to 4K, has 60 frames per second, just like the iPhone 15. Supports ultra stabilized video, so improve electronic stabilization. Has a dual camera recording front and back simultaneously. So for example, if you are recording something in front of you, you can record your face at the same time. Basically, it supports more features compared to the iPhone 15. And like I said, with the video capability, it is night and day, because you have more features. But if you're just trying to take photos, it looks the same, doesn't really make a difference in my opinion. But I feel like I tackled everything about the iPhone 17 Pro compared to the iPhone 15. Let me know what I missed. What things will you guys compare? See you guys later. Peace.